All right, what is going on, everyone? Welcome to episode 16 of the Backlog. I'm Erica, your host, but there's also my co-host, which is Shar, the girl with the fan club.
I've been downgraded to co-host, guys. I'm kidding.
We are the co-hosts.
Hosts. Yeah,
So
that's the
how
one.
you doing, Shar? How you feeling?
We're still living. We don't got the virus yet, so
Nope.
we're doing good.
We ain't canceled, but we are going to be
We ain't canceled, but
right.
oof.
But we are going to be talking about what is in a few minutes. Yeah, how's the chat doing? We see you guys. Thank you so much to all the people who come out here live. If you listen to this on Spotify or Anchor or the other platforms, just to remind you, we do a live show every other weekend on my YouTube. So if you ever want to be here live, chatting with us, giving your feedback, follow me on Twitter, follow Shar. All the links hopefully are on Anchor. I got to put those. I'll add those. Follow us, and then you'll know when we go live and all of that good stuff. So yeah, Shar, what's good? What you been playing?
What have I been playing? Oh, buddy, have whatever. Well, yeah. I've been playing Final Fantasy 14, obviously, on and off. It's the go-to MMO. And then I was playing Miku. I revisited some Miku games on stream. Was it a couple days ago now? That was pretty fun.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw a little bit of your stream.
You did, and you didn't say anything.
She lurk.
Comes in, she doesn't even say
you
hi.
You know
like,
I lurk.
Whatever, dude.
That's my thing. I'm the lurk squad captain.
A lurk squad captain. I thought that was me,
you
but all right. It's cool. It's cool, man. And then I've been playing Nier on and off for the Nier Automata specifically on and off for the last couple weeks since the last podcast.
Yep. Because
and I'm trying to think of
that is the game I chose for you to play. Because if you guys listen to our last episode, we need a name for this segment. But we did bring up our backlogs, and we got what did we do? We chose 3 from our backlog.
3 games from our backlogs that we were planning on playing. We haven't yet, or we were in the middle of playing, and then we chose one for the other person to play. Or try, or like whatever.
Yeah, I chose Nier for you.
Yep.
And you chose Shadow of the Tomb Raider for me, which I did fire up, but I'm sad to report.
I saw that.
I'm sad to report, though, I did not play a lot of it, but I did play it.
She tried, but it wasn't very long.
I've been busy.
Oh, come on. Is that really true? But is that really true?
Yes. I swear.
What have you been up to, bro?
Well, I've been playing other games. I told you this was going to happen. I told you.
I knew it.
Because,
Son of a bitch.
we're going to get into your impressions on Nier when I get to my Shadow of the Tomb Raider impressions. But let me just say the other games, like I said before, Ori and the Will of the Wisp came out on Wednesday.
Right. I totally forgot about that somehow.
That came out. Then 2 days later was Nioh 2. So I played both of them. And not only that, but Call of Duty went ahead and dropped that Battle Royale on Tuesday.
Damn.
So I tried that out for that night. And so
it's like a personal attack on you or something.
Yeah, it's like, so you see how busy I've been, right? I have an alibi.
You could have made time. I'm just saying.
Well, I did fire it up. I played a little bit.
It's true. It's true.
It was a great choice. I was happy to start it up, and I know that I've been wanting to play it.
You wouldn't have said it otherwise.
Right. I wouldn't have picked it. Yeah, and that was the most confident one too. If you remember, like when we were going through it, I was like, well, I could put The Witcher. I didn't really want to, but with Shadow of the Tomb Raider, it was like, yes, let me throw this in there.
You said that one hella fast too. You were like, Shadow of the Tomb Raider, and then you went you were like, I don't know what else, honestly.
Yeah. So let me just say my impressions though, real quick, before you get to yours. Beautiful game, my gosh, because I'm playing on my G-Sync monitor, the 1080 Ti. I got that graphics card. I got my stuff going on over here. Yeah, let me flex a little bit. That game, gorgeous. I was just looking at it, having Laura just like walk around, climb, some hills and mountains and stuff. And I'm like, dude, this game is beautiful. The way it starts out too, I was really engaged in like what was going on. So I'm looking forward to playing more. I really enjoyed the first Tomb Raider remake. Is it that reboot? Sorry, reboot. That's my favorite of the two because it was that one. Then it was what was it? Rise of the Tomb Raider.
I
Yeah.
think so. Yeah.
I liked the first one way better than the second one. So I'm curious how I'm gonna feel about the third one. I hear it's the worst. So
I mean, yeah,
I don't
maybe.
know.
I'm not sure about those games. I don't really play them. I like watching people play them. It's one of those that I have. It's in that category for me. But yeah.
Yeah, I hear Jonah, who's the supporting character, is super annoying.
Oh
So
no.
he was kind of annoying in the second one, from what I remember. So I'm gonna play more eventually and see what's doing with him. But man, it feels good. It plays good. It feels familiar, because I played the other ones. But damn, I just really wanted to comment on the graphics. Like I was super impressed. The lighting,
Yeah.
the shadows, just awesome. So what about you? Because you played Nier Automata, one of my favorites of 2017.
Yeah. Oh, I was listening to some old podcasts this morning to I was doing something. But you did say something about that game that was in like your top 5 or must plays or something, and I was like totally forgot about that.
Did I
Anyways,
say that? Oh, I don't
you
remember.
did. It was like episode 2 or 3. I don't remember. Anyways,
Okay.
what impressions? I have like how many like at my playtime, which is a little bit skewed because I actually started it up and then my friend invited me over for movie night, so I left for like 3 hours while the game was running. Well, but I've got 19 hours in it now, which is
Oh, damn.
if we take away those 3 hours, it's around like 15, 16 hours
So you
maybe.
went in.
Um, a little bit. I mean, I'm almost through the first playthrough. I kind of because I'm curious about the other endings and stuff because I know there's like the 24 endings or whatever the hell.
Mm-hmm.
I'm curious about those, so I kind of like looked them up and I looked up a walkthrough just to like gauge to see how far I was in it. I'll do that sometimes. Is like if I feel like I'm getting to the end of something, I'll like double check with a walkthrough just to see what area I'm in compared to where the walkthrough is. That I don't like read the walkthrough for like spoilers. I read it because I want to see where I am. So I read the walkthrough, and I think I'm close to the end of the first playthrough, and then I gotta play the other characters or whatever. How that works, I don't know. And so yeah, my computer is not as good as Erica's, so I don't have enough RAM to really like play on like max graphics, but even on like low to medium graphics, that game looks really good. What else? The music is bomb. I already knew this, but like
Yes.
I have what's funny is I have the OST, but I didn't ever listen to it. And I think I need to hear OSTs in context before I actually start listening to them on their own. So this was really nice to hear it in
Ooh, I
context.
sometimes do the opposite. Like I'll listen to a soundtrack.
You get hype and then you play the game and you're like, oh shit, I remember this song.
Yeah, it's kind of cool to hear it before, and then when you hear it in action, it's like, oh, like you to see how they
I'd
do
rather
it. You know what I mean?
Well, it's interesting because like sometimes I do that, but this game is like it changes with the areas. So like I'll be running into like another area and then the music changes and you're like, oh shit, it's seamless. Like it's nice like that. So I think that this game specifically, I think I needed to hear it like change, if that makes sense. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah.
Anyways, I've been doing a lot of side quests and shit. I'm like, I don't even know what level I am now. The levels seem arbitrary in this game, but like it's cool, I guess. Whatever. um
Did you
yeah.
get to the theme park stuff?
I mean, I'm almost at the end of the first playthrough, so
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay. So
I've been
yeah.
almost everywhere,
Yeah. What am
unless
I
there's more
thinking?
areas that open up. I don't know if
Mm,
there's other areas that open up in other playthroughs, so if I've been in that
nah.
whole like
Well,
first.
what'd you
I've been
think?
to what?
What'd you think of the boss in that area?
It was pretty easy. She was cool.
It's
That boss
epic
is
though,
cool.
right? With the music, so epic.
So epic, dude. Oh my
Oh
god,
man, too good.
dude.
That's easily like my favorite part of
It's good shit.
my 2 playthroughs.
I will say my well, I have a love-hate relationship with some of the areas in this game because like the way that you have to like kind of go back into them for side quests can be kind of annoying. But going through what is it, that like forest area with like the castle at the end, that
Mm-hmm.
shit, that's like Ico vibes, and I was just like so all over it. It was awesome.
Ooh, yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a great game. I will
It's pretty good.
get to those extra playthroughs, but don't be surprised, everyone, if Char passes me up, because this girl, when she
I
goes in,
100% the game.
she goes in. Yeah, you go in. You go in.
I don't
So
go in. I really don't. But if there's other playthroughs to be played, I'm gonna play them.
yeah, yeah. So
Especially with
well,
this game because it's like expected to do that, which is interesting. But we'll see.
awesome, awesome. So yeah, like I was saying, I did play Ori. I did play Neo 2. I wanted to go ahead and give like some quick impressions of the two because
Oh
these
yeah,
are like the new games that came out. The ones I've been looking
completely.
forward to. The first initial, like first, what word am I looking for? Like actual games I'm playing and buying for the year. Because before these two games, I haven't bought anything in 2020.
Right.
Yeah, it's been dry up until now for me.
Hmm.
And we will talk about the remake demo too. Let's get to that in a bit. But the for Final Fantasy. But Neo 2, real quick. I streamed it today. A couple of probably maybe 4 hours. Played a couple bosses. It's Neo, but there's some twists with it. When it comes to the health bars of the enemies, when it comes to the yokai realm and how it's used. There's a counter move now, which wasn't in the first game. So there's some different things going on, and it's weird because in the betas I thought it made the game harder, but so far on the playthrough, because of course I'm starting from the beginning, I feel like it's made it easier. But then again, some of these areas I've played through already because of those betas. So it could just be that. It could just be like, well, I know what I'm doing. I know where to go, kind of. And these bosses, I know how to fight them. So maybe once I get to a boss where I've like really been challenged and I've never played before, maybe that's when it'll hit me like, is this really different or is this really the same as before? But so far, so good. I'm enjoying it. The graphics are improved, I'd say. And I love the combat of Neo, so I'm of course happy to be playing another game of it. And yeah, so if you guys are, we're interested in my thoughts, I haven't made like impression videos or nothing like that yet. I should, but just from this podcast, I wanted to let you guys know I'm enjoying it and I'm happy with it so far. I was kind of, I'll be
I don't think
honest.
anybody had that doubt, but okay.
Yeah, no, no, no. I was about to say I'll be honest. I was a little skeptical going in because based off the betas, I was like, I don't know if I like these changes. But maybe it's because I've like accepted it or like, okay, this is it. And I'm playing from the beginning now. Maybe it's making more sense for me now. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I'm happy I'm feeling this way because I was a little bit skeptical. Okay, and now
Yeah.
Ori. Ah, Shar. You need to
What?
play Ori.
I don't play
I
Metroidvanias. You know
know,
this.
I know, but it's pretty damn good. I went through an area yesterday that had me a little bit frustrated, but
Yeah, I saw your tweet about that.
besides that, just great pacing up until then. Great. Even it's so crazy how these little characters that they don't even speak English. They make
Yeah.
noises and there's like dialogue and stuff, and they're like creatures, but they have so
That's been
much.
going on for years, though. People do
I
that in
know, I
games.
know, I know. But they have so much personality and like you feel for them. There's this one character, and I won't spoil it, but I was not liking this character, and then they show their backstory, and I felt bad. Like, oh my gosh, this poor character. They like, I can't say humanized because they're not humans. They creatureized. I don't know what word to use, but they like gave it heart, like this creature has a heart, and like, oh, I was just feeling it, like these poor little little characters. So I'm constantly, as I'm streaming it and stuff, I'm constantly saying out loud like, these are super cute, this is a super cute moment, this is emotional. It's like, it's a trip. So if you are into like charming games, I guess is like the best word, Ori is right up your alley. And of course, Metroidvania, that's the type of gameplay. It's definitely more Metroid than anything.
Straight up, just
Yeah,
Metroid.
it is. It is. Graphics beautiful, but there are some bugs. There are bugs, and hopefully they will, put out a patch or something. I've had some audio issues. I've had a glitch where I was stuck in a room. I had to restart the game. And this was all caught on stream too. I've had moments where like my game won't load properly and Ori is just in the sky floating. So
Well,
that needs to be fixed. If it wasn't for those bugs, I would be sitting here saying like this is like a 10 out of 10. But because there's bugs and stuff, it's hard to say that right now. But definitely great game for you guys to check out.
yeah.
And I've said a lot. Let's talk about the Final Fantasy VII remake. I want to hear.
We've already talked about it, but maybe not. We haven't talked about stream, I should say.
Not here, not on the
Not
backlog.
here, not on the backlog. Yeah.
So tell everyone your experience, like, cause you got a little kind of emotional, right?
I may have gotten a lot emotional. I played the game by myself in my room, just not streaming it at all. I definitely sat down and just played the shit of it, just to get the impression of it. And I might have fucking cried, guys. I don't have a huge nostalgia for that game, but like, damn, that fucking like, I couldn't believe. I think what it was actually though, I think I couldn't believe that I had it in my hands. Like we've been waiting like so long for it, but like even before that, it's like these old games is like you never expect them to be like revived in any way. So like having the controller in my hands, controlling Cloud at the beginning, I was just like, I'm gonna fucking cry, dude. And then I like cried for like the first 5 minutes, just doing anything. I cried when I opened the menu. Can you believe? Like I'm such a weirdo. Like, I don't even know why, but, like, I opened the menu and I was like, oh my god, it has a menu. Look at this menu. It looks so good, dude. Like, I was every little thing about that. It was just so
I am
getting
sad
to me.
that you did not stream this.
No, I couldn't stream it. I was like, I would, but, like, also it was, like, late at night and, like, nobody would watch me. But I didn't want the proof of me being, like, this weird, like, this weirdo that's like crying over like nothing. Like really, like this is just a game, dude. But yeah, no.
We could have made
I'm sure
you
it would have
viral.
been entertaining.
We could have made you viral, Char. We could have clipped it and uploaded it to Twitter. That would have made rounds.
Oh my god. I I wonder if it's still on my phone. I made oh man, words are hard. I made Instagram stories about it when I was playing it actually though.
Oh, okay.
So I was I have an Instagram story. I don't know, it's not up there still, but I think I might have it saved on my phone somewhere. But it's basically me being like, look at how he opens this chest.
You're just freaking so out about the simplest things?
Yeah, I'm like in tears still, and I'm like holding my phone up to the thing, and I'm like, look at how he opens the chest. He like reaches down and like opens it, and I'm like,
what?
Yo,
wow!
I was just so impressed with everything that I was seeing in that
Were
moment.
you like sniffling between talking because you're like crying?
Yeah, well, you could hear it in my voice. I wasn't sniffling, but I was like definitely hearing it in my voice. Oh my god, like you know.
How did I miss this story or whatever?
Yeah, why are you not on this Instagram? Yo,
I missed it.
Yeah, you did. I think I still have it on my phone. If I can find it, we'll put it up or something. It's fucking funny, dude.
That's too funny. So how do you feel it translated from the old game into the new game as far as combat goes?
Combat, not at all. Combat's so different. It's ridiculous. Like, they made it into an action game, and that's what they wanted to do with it, and that's fine. I'm fine with it. I did actually play classic mode just to see what it was like the other day, I think. My friend came over and we were like, we should try classic mode. And classic mode is like literally, you thought easy mode was easy. That shit, oh my god. Classic mode is like for babies. I'm sorry.
It's like super noob mode or what?
It's super noob mode. Like it's for people who've never, I think it's for people who have never played like an action game. Like I was saying that.
Wow.
I actually streamed that. and I was talking, but hey, you can't really. Well, the audio was kind of shitty on my end, but yeah, because what I didn't know about that mode when I started up is that the game plays itself, man.
What?
Like,
so do you
straight up.
pick any like of the moves you're doing, or what does it do?
You can manually input moves, but if you just don't touch the controller, he'll like attack.
What? So you could just sit there and like watch it?
It's wild. It's wild. Yeah, actually though, like the first like couple of like mobs or whatever I was going through, and I was like sitting next to my friend, and I looked at him and I'm like, I'm not even pressing anything, and I was like winning these battles, and I was like, this is insane. Like I could not.
Wow.
And you can manually input, like you can actually like mash buttons and like attack if you want to, but like yeah, if you leave it alone, if you press a button, it'll take like about maybe like a couple seconds, and then it will have like, it'll say auto mode on whoever you're like locked onto.
Mm-hmm.
And if it's in auto mode, it'll just do what it wants and it'll just attack. And then it's so wild.
So
it's
if you
just,
had that mode during the boss fight, it would just beat the boss?
We tried to do that. Actually, I ran into the boss in the demo and I was like, I wonder if they'll just like kill the boss, because that's what I was wondering too. And I like, they didn't really, but they like it was a lot of dodging and stuff. So definitely on the bosses you have to be a little bit more active, but like for the most part it was like insane. I could just run through and get into a mob fight and let them do their thing, and I was like, what the hell is this? Anyways, but it says on classic mode before you press classic mode that it is on easy. So it's a combination of easy mode and with a an auto battle option, basically, if you don't touch the controller.
I see.
Wow. Which is, it's wild to me. I can't play that game.
I didn't try that mode, so I didn't even know.
Yeah. So now you know. Now people know, because it was really weird. Like the description for classic mode is not that great, but anyways,
because yeah, I would think classic mode is like back in the day classic mode.
Dude, that's what we were thinking too. But like, no, it's just an action. It's still an action game with like, you focus more on your inputs. Like if somebody's dying, you can like, you know, you don't have to look at it. Basically, almost. How do I say this? It kind of eliminates the. I don't know what I want to say here. You know how you have to use the ATB gauge to do anything in the demo? For people who play the demo, you have to like attack, you have to do stuff to get ATB to be able to do your abilities or to use items, basically. So if you're auto battling, it basically eliminates the need for you to worry about attacking or dodging, because it does that by itself. So you can just focus on how much ATB you have, and then if you need to use it, you can, kind of a thing. I see. So it's really weird though. It's all right. People can play how they want, but like, I don't think it's for me. I kind of want to challenge.
Yeah. So. Even for you, the noob of this podcast, it was too much. It was too much of a noobish for you. I'm impressed.
I love how you're like noob, and I'm like, I went through normal mode with no deaths. I don't know how to explain this to people.
Oh, speaking of that, I didn't either. I did
not.
No,
but like, I didn't.
You're talking about the demo, right?
I'm talking about, I didn't even use a Phoenix down.
Me either. Because you know why?
Yeah.
I didn't know how.
Let's go.
Oh, I didn't even know what it did.
I fucking can't with you. I can't.
Look. I definitely used a ton of potions. All right, because they give you like 5 million. It's like, dude, how does anyone die?
That's crazy.
Because I don't know if you've seen the journalist that tweeted like,
oh, it's too hard, bro.
My like, interest has plummeted and blah blah blah.
Oh my god.
They throw a million things at you. So you gotta dodge, you gotta heal, you gotta attack.
It's like that hard. It's not.
So I read that, right? I see that. And I'm thinking, okay, is this gonna be like difficult or something? I get in there, I streamed it too, and I did not die because there's so many potions. And if you have any kind of history with like, I guess RPGs or games where you multitask, it's like, okay, I got hit, my health is getting low. I think I will heal. And then
I have ATB to heal? Yes, I do.
Right. And then my partner here, my co-op, whoever, what's his name? Barrett. Oh, he's kind of low on health. Maybe I should heal him. Okay, good. We're good now. Now let's attack. And so on and so forth. It's like, What is up with this
People
journalist?
out here being like, it's so hard. I need to use ATB for everything. And I'm like, can you just like attack? Or you could defend and get ATB. Like, just defend, you guys. It's a button. It's
You
a
could
button.
literally play it like me, treating it like an action game, which is what I was doing. And
It's
I was
literally an action game. That's what people are
right.
like. I think that's what people are like expecting it not to be, but it's more action game than they think it is. And it's like, no, you have to play it like it's an action game now. Like you
Yeah.
can't play it like I mean, it's an RPG. You have levels, but like other than the RPG elements of it that have been retained from the original game, it's literally a fucking action game like Final Fantasy 15 or like even I guess you could go to Bloodborne, but like any action game out there, like, you know.
Yeah.
So like if you just treat it like that, you'll be fine. But like otherwise people are like, it's too hard. I'm like, get out of here.
That's
What were
what
you
I'm
expecting?
saying. Like, yeah, like an action game. Like, okay, I'm attack, dodge, heal, attack. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was just kind of going in, not really,
Easy.
yeah. And I felt like I was making tons of mistakes. Like I was getting hit a lot, and
Me
everything.
too.
And I was like, oh, I could heal with my 20 potions that I have. So let me do
Also,
that, you know?
Also, they gave Barrett Cure in the fucking
Yeah.
like they gave him Cure, which if you don't know anything about Final Fantasy, you could try it and figure out, oh, it's an HP healing like magic. Ooh, like
Yeah.
you had so many options to heal and stay alive. Like I don't understand.
That it was for Kotaku. For just to say who
Yeah,
it was. It was a journalist from Kotaku. Thank you,
I
Dave,
don't
in the
remember his
chat
name,
for
but
reminding me. But yeah,
yeah,
it's like shout
he
out to
he
them.
also could have played it on easy. I don't know what he was thinking.
Yeah, exactly. Because you could play easy or normal, which I played,
Or classic, yeah,
or
yeah.
the classic. Yeah, you could have did the class. I really don't know what that
Honestly,
guy
if
was
he
doing.
thought normal was too hard, he could have played easy and then he could have tried. He could have tried all of the modes. But
Mm-hmm.
guess what? He fucking tried normal, died once, and got mad about it.
And
And
went straight to Twitter. And you know
straight
how
to
that
Twitter.
goes. You know how that goes. We've talked about people tweeting things,
Oh
and we're
my
gonna get to a
god.
topic on people tweeting things today.
Oh my god.
Uh, but it's like they're in the
Yeah.
heat of the moment, and they just like, oh,
I
I gotta
understand
tweet.
that. I understand
Yeah,
people being in the heat of the moment, but like as a journalist, you'd think you have like a little bit more sense to be like, all right, this is hard, but I might make a tweet about it and be like, but hey, I might try the other modes and like actually give it a fair, honest like opinion.
mm-hmm.
Because I don't know, it's like I haven't tried easy mode, but I like from playing classic mode, I saw how the HP bar like because the HP is reduced on all of the enemies basically.
Oh,
Is
I
all it
see.
is, I think. Is I believe I'll have to play. I actually have to play easy mode then to see. But I'm pretty sure like all of the bosses and stuff have like just reduced HP to make it quote unquote easy. Um, but yeah, like I don't know. I just wish that he would have like didn't say that in in the heat of the moment and just because it's a bad look for him. It's a bad look for Kodaku. It's also a bad look for gamers that
Yeah.
are looking at this game and are like maybe considering getting into Final Fantasy, and then they're like, "Oh no, it's going to be too hard for me." But it's only because he played on normal and he got mad about it. So,
Right. Right. Yep. That's true.
yeah,
But yeah, I did play it. We talked about
yeah,
this
you
last
played it.
time where that was one of the
Erica
franchises.
Cuts for the win played another RPG based game. I'm what the
Crazy,
hell?
right? But
It's
because
crazy.
this was one of the franchises I wish I was into. I mentioned that
It's
last
true.
time. And
Except for this feels so different than all the other ones, which is totally fine. But I think it's
yeah,
funny that
yeah.
you're like, "Oh, it's an action game. I'm fucking sign me up, dude."
But
Love that.
I mean, it was a demo. I probably would have tried it regardless what the combat was, just to
Yeah,
see,
that's fair.
But I even went back and played the old one, the OG, and I
That's right.
did I did a video about it, like my impressions and comparing the two, and it was a trip to go back, and I felt like
Yeah.
I could see why you guys were really into it for back then. The music I thought was really good. It was really true to, well, I should say the remake is true to the old one as far as
Mm-hmm.
like what is happening and what's going
Yeah.
on. Of course, they added more dialogue and character
Yeah.
development, stuff like that on the remake. They're gonna flesh things out, which I think is really awesome because you guys. I am still a bit jealous because you did experience this back then. If you've had years to replay it and like think about it, and now you get to see
Mm-hmm.
it in it the fashion that it is now, and like it totally just being fleshed out. And that's like really awesome, I think.
Yeah.
So I'm looking
Yeah,
forward
it's
to
cool.
it as a newbie, but for you guys, like I'm like happy for you guys. Like if this was a old school franchise that like I grew up on and they remade it like this, I would be hype, especially if like I loved it to death back then. So maybe I would have cried like you too. I don't know. Maybe I would.
See, can I just say though, like Final Fantasy VII was the first game I ever remember having my hands on, so there was that. Like running out of the reactor is like as far as I can remember getting in that game at that memory ends basically with that me getting out of the reactor. So that whole like beginning part in the demo is literally like the beginning of my gaming experience as a kid, which is insane.
Damn.
So that's why I was like in tears about it. But other than that, I just want a disclaimer: Final Fantasy VII not my favorite Final Fantasy. It's a good game, and a lot of people have nostalgia for it as well as I do for different reasons. But yeah, no, it's not a bad game by any means. But yeah, I'm excited. Hopefully this paves the way for more remakes and things.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, crazy. So we've been busy. We've been playing a lot of things.
Oh yeah.
We've been doing the gamer thing, and what better time? Because let me click this right quick. We got the virus going on still. A lot of things being canceled, and it's a good time to be a gamer because we need to stay our butts home, and we need to avoid society. We've been built for this. We've been practicing for this, planning for this our whole lives.
This is the zombie apocalypse, and we're fucking ready, dude.
Gamers are probably the most ready to like chill inside and just cut off the world. We're ready, right?
Yeah, I'm ready.
The virus still ongoing. A lot of things canceled, including E3, which I believe we mentioned the last podcast. Like we could see this happening.
I feel like we mentioned it, but wasn't confirmed. And then maybe like a couple days after the video went up, it was confirmed, or was it like a week?
It was
maybe?
about a week or so.
Something like that.
But the rumors were swirling, of course. The rumors, and then I believe it was Devolver who tweeted out like, "Hey, cancel your hotels and plane plans, y'all," or something like that. And then followed by Jason Schreier saying it's about to be canceled. And then I think that night it happened. So we could, I mean, it makes sense. Everything else was being canceled around that time as well. Sporting events started being canceled, and I'm going to go through a few of those because they're major, especially here in America. For us, Shar, to have these postponed and canceled, it's like, wow. I mean, that's when it really started to hit.
Big
like
deal, TM.
Yeah, like the NBA, for example, postponed.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
That's crazy.
Baseball, postponed. Like the spring training camps that they do, it's like a big deal. Postponed, canceled. And then I think they're pushing their season like 2 weeks. And then you got XFL, you got, you know, the list is crazy. Just all the sports that you can think of canceled. So that happened. There's a lot going on. Then you have the toilet paper.
God, I don't even want to. Man, that happened like last month here, and it was just dumb.
Oh, did it? So you guys had
that
too?
Yeah, we were on it. Like fucking Japanese people were all over that shit like way before, because I think somebody made a dumb video online and like got around that like you can make masks out of toilet paper and some shit, and then people were fucking mass buying it. I literally was down to one roll, couldn't find any. It was so bad. Oh my god. Damn, I finally found some, but it was a struggle. I was like pissed, dude. So anyways, now it's happening to you guys now, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't think it's for that reason though, because I was about to say
no, it's not. But people be just like panic buying it, and I'm like, how much toilet paper do you fucking need, bro?
There are videos circling around the internet of like Costco where lines are wrapping around the parking lot of people waiting to get in Costco. There's like video footage of, you know, Walmarts and stuff like that, like security footage where it's empty, and then the store opens and it's like a mob They look like zombies. Like they look like zombies, and it's like the
Fucking hell.
toiletries aisle, and they just scoop up those uh, toilet paper. It's crazy. It's like,
I can't. I can't.
and
What about the people who actually need that shit?
exactly.
Like,
See, they're
that's
stocking
so sweet.
up, and then you got grandma who needs her stock to be filled,
Yeah.
and she probably don't even want to go because it's like, dude, it's crazy busy,
Oh my
and
god.
it's bad. People really being kind of selfish out here, and it's not right. It's
I'm
not
kind of
right.
chuckling how it's the toilet paper that goes first, though.
Yeah, it's that, and of course the
So
hand
weird.
sanitizer.
Yeah, which actually doesn't do shit. But
I've heard both. I've heard it does. It's
I
got to be a
mean,
certain
it
percent.
doesn't.
It's like a certain percent of alcohol, I believe. Like
Probably. I don't
60,
think
I
they know
think.
how the virus really is. How am I gonna say that? How do you kill? I don't think they know exactly yet how they kill the virus, how to kill the virus. But I think what's said is soap actually like breaks down the membrane around it and like kills it.
Which is
So
why, of course.
I'm not sure about alcohol, but obviously we're not
Right.
scientists and we don't have all the facts. So just take that with a grain of salt.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's like any, even before this virus, when it came to
yeah,
sanitizer, I looked at it like, if I cannot get to a restroom, that's like plan
yeah,
B. But for sure, I'm
yeah,
washing my hands if I can, and
for sure.
I'm still on that wave. But yeah, it's
It's a thing.
it's crazy. It's crazy. My husband Kenny just went to the grocery store not even a couple hours ago. He said they
Mm.
were out of eggs, they're out of bananas,
What?
they're out
Oh
of what was it? Hot dog buns, hamburger buns. Like,
my
it's
god.
crazy. Yeah. And that's here. So I could just imagine like the bigger cities, the LAs, the Seattles, these, other big cities. I'm just
Yeah.
like, dude, this is crazy.
Yeah, it's not a good time to be in grocery right now. I would imagine. So glad I'm not in that job right now. Holy shit.
Yeah, I feel bad
Um,
for those working like retail or
yeah, holy shit,
freaking
dude.
grocery, yeah. And from what I understand too is like they are really doubling down on like cleaning, which is good. They're sanitizing
I mean,
everything. They're constantly
yeah.
cleaning the whole day instead of like a couple times a day. It's like constant.
Mm,
So they're working harder, you know?
yeah, I don't know.
They're experiencing crunch, maybe, possibly. I don't know. I don't
Possibly.
know. Because we are gonna talk about crunch. I'm over here, man. I got these transitions for days, these segues
Oh
for
my
days, Shar,
god. Segways for days.
for
She's on it,
days. I'm
guys.
on it. No, but
Oh
I
my
don't know what
god.
else we could say. I mean, E3's canceled. That's a big one,
Yeah.
of course, for gamers. It's like our
Oh, I
what?
was gonna say we also don't know anything about if the Olympics are canceled yet. They haven't said anything
Oh,
about that.
that's
But
in the summer.
it's in the summer. I mean the what is it? The torch is coming through my town. Not this week, next week. So I don't know if they're actually gonna even do that. I haven't heard
Damn.
anything. I should look that up. But yeah, I think all the ceremonies are planned to go forward as just as they've as they always will. But I don't know about the Olympics, dude. If it gets worse, maybe not. That'd be
Can you
weird.
imagine? Like, damn. 'Cause that's the
That would be
big.
so
That's the
wild.
big one. Like, will
The
they just?
Olympics being canceled because of this? Holy shit, dude.
I wonder if they would fully cancel it or like push it to next year. But that would throw off the whole 4 years
Mm,
thing. Like, that's crazy.
yeah.
I don't know.
I bet you they would do crazy tests for people though.
Oh
If
yeah.
they were gonna do it, obviously.
Yeah, they've been doing that for like the NBA and stuff. And I don't know if you heard how it got
Yeah.
started. Like one of the players contracted it. And I saw an article or something that he signed an autograph for a kid and the kid got
Hmm.
it.
What?
Yeah, the kid got it and then his
How
teammate
the
got
fuck does
it.
that transfer then? That's wild.
I
I
guess
don't
touching the
understand.
pen, maybe. It was probably the kid's, marker or
Oh,
whatever. And
maybe and
then,
then it touches
yeah.
face. Fucking, he's a kid because they do that.
Yeah, it probably put it,
Yeah.
who knows, rubbed his eyes or something.
Yeah.
Hi,
Shit's
so
relentless.
crazy out here. We want to remind everybody, I guess we should say this, try not to, panic and all of that. But you're
Yeah.
probably going to have to stock that fridge because of other people. It's not because we're running out of
Yeah.
food.
Oh my
It's
god.
like it's because they're taking everything and you got to do
It's
it.
literally the other people panicking that's fucking all the people who are chill over. It's so
Yeah.
dumb. God, I
Exactly.
hate it.
I mean, like
Like,
I said, that video footage, like there were people with their carts just full of toilet paper. And I'm like, dude,
that's so scummy.
yeah. And oh, I wanted to mention this too. I was talking about this earlier on my stream. There was a guy who bought 17,000 what's it called? It's hand sanitizers.
What?
17,000 so he could resell them on eBay and Amazon.
Oh,
And yeah, if you
okay.
don't
Yeah,
know, they crack down on this stuff, I guess, during times of
yeah,
like crisis or like
they do.
pandemics. He can't sell them. So he's stuck.
That's so. You could donate them at that point. When you
He
be an asshole
should.
like that, you should just get rid of it anytime,
He
anything you can.
should. This article is like on the New York Times, so if you guys want to see
Oh,
it, and he's posing all like in front of it, which I'm like kind of surprised he was willing to do that.
what?
It's like yeah, there's a picture of him in front of all the hand sanitizer. It's like,
Idiot.
dude, that's karma right there. Like, first of all, you're a jerk for doing that. Straight up, like for doing
Yeah.
that and taking all of those when people out here just need one. We all just need one or two. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Like that's
You don't need to go ham on it and then be an asshole and like, I'm gonna sell it back to you. What
yeah,
the
and then
fuck?
I'm gonna sell it for more. Like, no, yeah, it's horrible, horrible. So he got karma back in his face, and now he's stuck with all that. He's gonna have to hit up Craigslist, or he's gonna have to go door to door. He's gonna have to be a door to door salesman now. Like, I don't know. He's gonna have to
Oh,
figure it out.
that would be hilarious because people be like afraid to like open their door to.
The chat is saying he's considering donating. I hope so.
He should. He's an
I hope so.
asshole, and he should give it back. Because if you can't get rid of it, I mean, that's the only reason. That's the only
Yeah.
way you got to do it, man.
Yeah, I mean, what choice does he have?
Yeah,
Really?
for real.
So that's a
That's
thing.
fucking funny.
So yeah, you know, with all this going on, there's constantly like articles coming up and people doing crazy things, and hopefully things get better, you know. Hopefully.
Yeah.
In the meantime, again, we'll remind you guys, wash your hands, wash your face. Don't touch your face though. And exercise, all that good stuff. Go get your groceries.
Yeah.
Go get them. All right.
Yep.
Next topic. I think we said enough for that.
Yeah.
Naughty Dog. Naughty Dog. All right. So Shar, I kind of filled you in on this.
Kind of. I still, yeah. You're gonna have to.
I'm
summarize
still
it.
learning. Maybe the chat could even throw things out there that we might not know. So chat, I'll be looking at you right now. But okay, so the timeline. Jason Schreier put up an article about Naughty Dog's crunch, and crunch meaning just working a lot of overtime, long hours, and that Naughty Dog is just notorious for this. This is not anything new. I guess this happened during like Uncharted. It's happened during the like Last of Us, of course. That's the new game coming out, Last of Us 2. You know, he was kind of on an expose. Is that the right word? He's exposing what's going on. I guess.
Maybe.
Yeah. I don't know. So he put that article out. Of course, people are kind of like going back and forth with him and saying it's not a big deal, or you're either, I mean, some people are in the middle. I think I can be in the middle of this, but there's two sides of it. It's like, okay, on one side, crunch is terrible. And then the other side, it's needed, or it's what separates the greats from the mediocres. It's what makes products better, like including video games. It's if you're passionate about it, you're going to put more time. And sometimes I do feel that way, but then sometimes I feel like, well, it is kind of messed up if these people aren't being able to take time off, or they have to skip their lunches, or they have to, you know, if they have families they can't see on the weekend because, you know, whatever reason. And what's the reality of this too? And I was looking into it when it comes to Naughty Dog specifically. And this guy, Jonathan Cooper, who I think was like an ex-employee, he brought up how it's like a rotating door there. There's like young people coming in with less experience. So what happens is they need to work more because of their lack of experience. The things that they should be doing quicker, I guess they're not doing quicker, and it's taking them more time. So what happens is that it becomes crunch. They get overworked, then they quit. So then they bring in someone else. And it's like, then they lack even less experience. So it's like a constant cycle.
Oh,
and
that's not a good look.
That's why I wanted to bring this up, because at first I wasn't even going to bring this as a topic. I was like, oh, crunch again, because this comes up so much in the
It
gaming
does.
industry. Like this is, I mean, it's constant. We know it's happening, but I was interested in this topic because of that comment of how, yeah, these people are quitting. Then it brings in less experienced people. Then it keeps going and going and going. So on the screen, you can see the tweets. Or can you see the Shar?
Yep.
So you see Jonathan Cooper on the left. He says, when I left Naughty Dog late last year, they threatened to withhold my final paycheck until I signed additional paperwork stating I wouldn't share their production practices. So I'm assuming he means crunch. They finally relented, and when I assured them that that was most likely illegal. So he tweeted that. But the thing about this guy is, and this is where it gets kind of shady, he's been lying about certain things when it comes to this whole thing. He went on to say, and you can see the tweet next to it, while this process worked in the past due to many staff previously being leads and directors elsewhere, the hiring of contractors in mass results in many miscommunication, overwork, and endless delays. I think this is translated or something. And in extreme cases, hospitalizations. So that last part, right? Hospitalizations. It turned out that he was using the situation of this girl who worked there. She got hospitalized, but she tweeted that it was because of her period. So it didn't have anything to do with Naughty Dog and like how she was working a long time.
Yeah.
So
Someone in the chat also, I just want to say, someone in the chat
go ahead.
also said that it might have been because she had like a medical issue, but like also if you have a medical issue and then your period hits and it results in like all the different blood pressure and like you're losing blood basically, that can like it can affect your, depending on the medical condition,
Right.
obviously it can lead to like complications, and yeah, maybe you do fucking faint or something, you know.
Right. So she fainted, that happened, but he tried to use that situation as like, look, she's overworked. It's because of crunch. So that came out. They exposed him about that. He also, I believe, posted a picture of him insinuating that he quit or something like that, or the picture from when he quit. It was like a box full of his items. Maybe the chat can like correct me if I'm wrong on any of this. He was trying to, I guess, throw it out there like, look, I'm not going to support this. I'm walking away or something like that. But that I read, it was not his picture. So there's some things going on. He's also been deleting tweets. And then not only that, but he's been known for what's it called, defending crunch in the past. So like maybe a year ago, he's tweeted that crunch is necessary. So this could just be an issue of like he's disgruntled and he left, so now he's talking bad about them now, or maybe he didn't want to say it then. So is he lying? We know crunch is a problem, but it's kind of wrong of him to be putting it out in this way. Like if you are being crunched, then say that, but don't lie about stuff, you know?
Yeah.
So that, yeah. And then on top of that, Neil Druckmann, who's like the lead dude at Naughty Dog. I mean, he is poster boy, I guess. What's his position? Do you remember? He's like the lead designer or something.
Druckmann?
Yeah, he's like
Something
the main
like that.
guy. Yeah. He's been tweeting out kind of, I would say they're like kind of passive aggressive, where he's tweeting about how great it is at Naughty Dog, how his team is just, he's so proud of his team and things like that. He's been tweeting that around the same time that this guy's been tweeting. So it's kind of like they're going back and forth, but they're not adding each other. They're just saying things that they want to say to each other, or like, you know what I mean? So it's kind of it's interesting. I feel like it's getting more juicier. Like it's getting more interesting in that way, but I don't know. I don't know if you...
Yeah. It's a thing.
Definitely a thing. Oh, vice president. He's the vice president.
Oh,
Neil
sorry.
Druckmann.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot. Yeah. So he's up there.
Yeah.
And
But yeah, I don't like the idea of them bringing on you know, more like inexperienced people. I mean, it's good to have that on your resume, but the fact that like maybe people are leaving because of crunch is not a good look for your company. So I don't know.
Yeah, that's what really stuck out to me, because like I said, I wasn't even going to have this as a topic, but then when I read that part of how people are just going to quit when the game's out. So The Last of Us 2, they're saying, okay, they're going to quit. Then that means someone else is going to come in, possibly way less experience. And then this is just going to get worse and worse because they're going to have to crunch to make up for that experience or for that talent, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And there was even another tweet from another, I guess, coworker or employee where they said that they kind of secretly want Last of Us 2 to fail. And I was like, whoa.
That's so rude. That's so rude.
I saw that and I was like, whoa, okay. Now me and Shar got to talk about this.
Yeah.
Because that's wild for a developer to feel like that.
Mm-hmm. It's crazy.
And I guess they think if it fails, it'll prove the crunch didn't work. Maybe that's why they want it to fail. I don't know.
I mean, possibly. If it's like, you know, all buggy or whatever the hell, maybe they'll be like, they can point at it and be like, look, crunch doesn't work because there's all these problems. But there's a lot of games out there that have that when they come out. So like, whether it's due to crunch or not, we can't really tell because we're, you know, not in the inside. So
it's crazy because this is actually a game I'm really looking forward to, but I'm kind of looking at it with the side eye now, like, I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna be like a hypocrite. Like, I'm gonna put my foot down and not buy it because I'm gonna play The Last of Us 2. But
yeah,
it's just kind of crazy. And who knows if this gets worse or like if more people start coming out or what. It could potentially hurt like their reputation. But with Naughty Dog, and see if you agree with me on this, I feel like stuff with Naughty Dog will get swept under the rug.
Yeah.
Because of who they are. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a thing.
They're just
bigger fan base. It's just the more you can get away with. That's true for literally everything, I think.
Mm-hmm. It's like, they're considered like a top tier developer. I mean, they're one of the best in people's eyes, if not the best.
Yeah.
So, because I remember, what was it, like a couple years ago or maybe a year ago, there was like a sexual harassment case with them, and that literally got swept under the rug. Like, it was like hot news for a couple days, and then it was like silent. I remember that.
Yeah.
I don't even remember the facts. Like, I don't even remember about it. Like, who was it? I don't know. I don't remember. But it was kind of during that Me Too movement stuff. And I remember Naughty Dog had a thing. And it's like people, I don't even remember.
Yeah.
That's how much it was kind of swept under. So will this be another thing where it's just kind of forgotten? And, well, I guess we'll find out.
Probably.
Yeah. Yeah, so.
Yeah.
Crazy. I mean.
That's crazy.
There are some gamers that are super upset about this. I've seen, people's responses. I know one guy was like, it's okay. Stop having crunch. We will wait another year. I'm like, what? This game has been delayed already.
Yeah.
And
so you say that, but then I waited 20 or so years for Final Fantasy. So
yeah, but you had that game already. I mean, it's just you're waiting for a remake.
It's true. If it's a new game, then I mean, I don't know. I'm more mature about it now than I was, because before I'd be like, oh my god, I can't wait for a new game. Oh god. But now I'm just now I have so many games to keep me busy while I wait for other games that I can understand that guy. I can understand where that guy's coming from. But
yeah,
most people are not that patient.
It was just funny though because he said we, and some people are like,
yeah,
speak for
some
yourself.
People
like we? Who's we? But yeah,
that's true. The wording is a little yeah.
But yeah, that's some opinions out there, and I know this Jonathan Cooper guy, he was even saying because of the lack of experience, this game would have came out a year sooner. And who knows if that's true.
I don't know. I don't know about that. They might have worked harder on some things, but I think it would have come out at the same time.
Possibly, but I don't know if that is true though. It goes in hand with the other stuff about new people coming in, people quitting, lack of experience. Is this what's happening with these games that are getting delayed? It could be the crunch stuff, this cycle of turnover, people coming in, people coming out.
It's possible.
Yeah, it's interesting to think about. That's what struck me the most because it makes me think of the whole industry and like games and how we sometimes think that the quality goes down for certain franchises and like companies and all that. Games like EA and their games that they publish, and we sometimes criticize it, like Battlefield, for example. That comes to my mind. Like, what happened to Battlefield? Like, what the heck? So you never know. It could be this whole thing of just crunch, for all we know.
Yeah, it's a problem. It needs to be addressed, but no, right now. Well, I mean, it is a little bit. It's always there, but like, one day it's gonna just blow up in the gaming world, and we're gonna have to deal with it.
Yeah, gaming. What do they call it? Not a strike, but the crash. Another gaming crash, maybe.
Probably.
I don't know. Shoot, and then maybe after this year with like the virus, and I don't know, man. Who knows? Crazy stuff could be happening. But yeah, that's I guess all I wanted to say about that as far as that topic goes. It's interesting. I'm gonna keep my eyes on this and where it goes with this Jonathan guy and like Naughty Dog, and if they're ever gonna really like address it. I don't know. Or if the passive aggressive tweets keep going.
Yeah.
So chat, what's up, chat? Looking at the chat, see you guys.
Yeah, chat's got opinions.
Definitely.
That's fine. You're all allowed to say it. You're all allowed to say things.
We do have our top 5 to do for the week or for the episode.
Oh my god. Yeah, we do, don't we?
We do. So this was Char's idea.
That's not a very good idea, but it's happening.
You actually woke up early today. Char thought it was... Wait, you thought we were starting like an hour earlier. Yeah.
Really?
She's like, is it an hour? Or what did you say? Is it wrong time?
What time is it again?
Yeah. We still got 1 more hour. So hey, you can think of the top 5. Gave you something
thought of it. She sent me that message and I thought of it like 10 seconds. No joke, guys. She's like, you can think of the top 5. I was like, okay. And I sat there for like maybe 30 seconds. And I typed out my response and she's like, did we do that already? And I'm like, I don't think we've done it for a top 5. She's like, all right, fucking let's do it.
Well, you confirmed we did talk about it, but we did not
We did talk about it, but we didn't do a top 5 thing. Yeah.
So basically, the top 5 TV shows that we'd want to be turned to video games.
And TV shows, yeah.
As per usual, I don't have a list. I'm gonna come up with them on the fly. I mean, I have a couple. I could say I have a couple. All right, I got a couple, but you can go ahead and start because I know you're always so prepared, Char, and
oh my god, it's the only one I'm prepared for. Lol. All right. So as you can see on the screen, and for the listeners at home, there's a picture of the Defenders from the Netflix series, The Defenders, which is Jessica Jones, is Daredevil, Luke Cage, and Iron Fist. It's the series that they kind of took all those characters that had their separate series and put them together for a series called The Defenders. And I'm gonna start with this one because it's the picture, but it would be a cool ass game. Like, a lot of these games are gonna have the same formula, but like, damn, this game would be sick. Like, oh my god, if you had like the separate like storylines of them like all coming together and shit, and then they all like you can like switch between them or something. It would be badass, dude. It'd be so badass.
That'd be cool.
Solving crimes in the city, man. Fucking Spider-Man style. Let's go, dude. Oh my god. So much fun. It'd be so good.
I feel like, well, I mentioned this show before we went live. What's it called?
Yeah.
The Boys.
You keep saying that. I don't know what it is.
I think it's called The Boys. I feel like that would be in the realm of like the show you're mentioning because they're like superheroes and it's like a different kind of twist on it.
Basically any superhero thing, but the Defenders has Daredevil, and I love Daredevil so damn much, dude. You don't even know. So yeah, I just want to run around the city as Jessica Jones or Daredevil or Iron Fist or Luke Cage. That'd be sick. I'm down.
That'd be cool.
Sign me up.
Yeah, I could see.
They'll have their different superpowers and shit.
I have this strong feeling everyone you're gonna list is like a show I have never seen.
Probably.
Well, when we did talk in the past, I know I mentioned Breaking Bad, because that's
Yes,
like
you
my
did.
favorite show of all time. And to have that as like maybe some kind of like Grand Theft Auto type where you got like the different characters or maybe like side characters that we can dive into and like I don't know, just whatever they could do. I ain't a developer, so make it happen. But
You don't have like an idea in your head of like how you'd want to play that game though?
well, I wouldn't want it to be like I'm watching the show. It's got to like maybe take
No.
us to like side characters or like things that maybe did not happen in the show.
Right.
Expand on specific situations that maybe took 5 minutes in the show and then flesh it out into like a couple missions or something like that. Yeah, I mean, that's really all I could think of. I love the
Yeah.
show. So to have that kind of smart dialogue and twists and things that happen along those lines, I mean, if they can refresh that and make it like it's new again, shoot. That's what I would like.
That'd be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Like that. Oh man. See, it's funny. I said TV shows and then I put a movie series on here. I feel like I'm cheating.
What'd you put?
I put Underworld.
Ooh, okay.
Because I really like Underworld, but
because I
Underworld.
liked Underworld. Yeah.
I love Underworld, dude. Underworld's so good though. No, Underworld, but like Bayonetta style.
Oh, I could see that. I could see that.
Badass. It'd be badass. It'd be so much fun too. Oh my god.
That would be cool. Have her boots,
that would be
like,
sick.
Have her shoot guns from her boots and stuff like that. Have like a
Okay, maybe not like actual Bayonetta, but you know what I mean. Like the gameplay would be like Bayonetta with like the gun.
Yeah. Underworld would be
sick.
awesome. They never made that to a TV show.
No, but I want.
Oh, they should have. I actually like those movies.
Honestly, there's so many movies it basically is.
Maybe we should have did movies. That might have been easier.
Shit.
I don't know.
Well, if you don't count that, then I still got some. Anyways, sorry. Yeah, that's definitely a movie, and I definitely put that in there. But I totally forgot I said TV shows. Anyways, I got another one. It's Umbrella Academy.
Never seen
which
it.
is based off of a comic series, and it's about these kids that have superpowers. They don't all have to be like superhero movie or superhero games like Spider-Man or whatever, but Umbrella Academy could even be like, I don't know, some kind of like time manipulation, like weird shit. If you haven't watched it, go watch it. It's good. I'm waiting on that season 2 like a motherfucker. Oh my god, I need season 2. But yeah, it's so good. And there's a lot of like time stuff happening, so you could have like flashbacks and stuff. I'm not sure what the gameplay would look like. I really want to stay away from like the Telltale kind of storytelling games, but like it's really hard to think of something that would happen in that as a video game that would make it more engaging, other than making an action game, which it probably wouldn't be. So anyways, but yeah, something like that would be cool.
I wonder, okay, I'm looking at like shows to remind me. I've seen some of Black Mirror. I wonder if that would make like a crazy game.
I have not watched that, but
because they're all different like episodes, I think, and something. It's crazy. But there's another one called Mindhunter, which is really good. I need to get back. I kind of fell off, but from what I was watching, that's a damn good show. So I think Mindhunter might be a good one, possibly, potentially. Another one I'm gonna throw out is like one of my favorites of all time as well is Bates Motel. Bates Motel horror game. Make it happen. Or well, yeah, yeah.
Horror. Oh, I didn't even think of like horror.
Bates Motel. That would be cool. I love Bates Motel.
That'd be interesting.
All the people who really love the show that show is like a wannabe of Norman Bates and Dexter. I feel like they're trying to make like a character like that, but no, just go watch Bates Motel. Bates Motel is legit. It's one of my favorites.
Definitely. I want to say Sense8.
Sense8. Okay.
I don't think have you seen that?
No.
Shit.
I'm telling you, I bet I already knew. I'm like, I'm not gonna know these
Sense8,
shows.
the first season, so good. Holy shit. Season 2, not so great. But dude, Sense8, oh my god, Sense8. Oh, It's made by the Wachowski. It was the
Oh,
Wachowski brothers,
okay.
now sisters, because they're trans.
Right,
So the
right, right.
Wachowskis, directed by them, made by them. It's a series. It's kind of like, how do I explain this? It's like all these different people are like connected. It's not kind of. It's not a superpower, but it's kind of like a evolutionary thing, I guess you could call it. And they're all like connected into this like what they call a cluster. So there's a cluster of, I think there's like 8 or 9 of them. I think, I can't remember exactly, but 8 or 9 of them, they all have different skill sets. They all speak different language. They all live in different like countries or whatever. So it'd be really cool if you could like have a series where you could like it switches between them. And then if you get into situations and you need the help of like one of your other people in your cluster, then you can like call on them, kind of a thing. It'd be cool. It'd be fun. Yeah.
Sounds interesting. You're gonna have to
And
give me
then
a list of
follows
these.
kind of, oh my god. Oh my, I have them written down. I'll tell you.
Yeah, yeah. Mine. Okay, I have another one that I want to throw in there
Yep.
that they've made games in the past, but they should make a new game. And that's The Simpsons. Bring back like the old Simpson games, like remake them or something. Dude, there were some classics like Bart Simpson's Nightmare. That was one of my favorites. What is it? Road Rage, I think was another one. Like bring them back. Do like a remake or something.
Oh,
If not
man.
something new.
Yeah.
I love me some old school Simpsons. They, nowadays,
Yeah.
it probably should have ended 10 years ago, but but back in the day, that would be cool. That would be cool.
There you go.
So, yeah.
There you go.
Classic in there.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a lot I've seen in the chat. There's a lot of people talking about like anime and stuff. I kind of wanted to stay away from anime games, but I mean, if I had to choose an anime to put into a game, I would probably want like a good updated Eureka 7 game. There was a Eureka 7 game on, or was there one? I think there was one on PS2, but it didn't follow the series. It didn't follow the anime series. It was like kind of like a offshoot. But I fucking love Eureka 7. Holy shit, guys. Oh my god. But yeah, no, that put into a game would be sickening. It'd be like, it's kind of like it's like a surfing kind of thing, but like in the air, in the sky, but also you fight with mechs. It would be badass. Oh my god. So yeah, that'd be a fun game if they could redo that. Oh man, now I'm thinking about it. They could do like a Panzer Dragoon kind of.
Oh, now you're
that'd be
talking my
sick. Eureka 7 Panzer
language.
Dragoon style.
Panzer Dragoon is one of my favorite games.
Dude, Panzer Dragoon's coming back. Do you see that?
Yeah, I can't wait.
Dude, I'm ready. I want to play Panzer Dragoon because I never got to play it because I didn't have the console for it.
I played it on the Saturn.
Yeah, I never had the Saturn. I didn't even know what a Saturn was for like years.
That's so good.
So
that's one of my favorites.
That remake, I'm gonna play the shit out of that remake. It's gonna be good. I'm ready.
I don't know. Let me see. How many did I name?
I don't know. I think you said like two or three.
Oh, I had one at the tip of my tongue, and now I can't remember what it was. Shoot.
Yeah. I don't know, dude.
I was kind of thinking Narcos, but that seems so generic, like a Rainbow Six game or something like that. Like I feel like that's like kind of been, I don't know, it could be done, or it's not something that's so different.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's maybe something like that, I guess. What about?
I was trying to think.
Oh, go ahead. No, go ahead.
Oh, I was trying to think of like stuff that I watch, and I watch a lot of like detective like series. But like that, I feel like detective stuff doesn't really translate well into video games unless there's like some kind of other aspect to them, you know?
Yeah, that's kind of like Mindhunters. I don't know if that would work or not, because like it's like the old school FBI when they like discovered this. They discovered the serial killer kind of thing and the psychology behind that. It's like super interesting. So I don't know if that would translate. That's true. But I was gonna say, what about games to shows? Like, there's so many. Like I feel like they're doing The Last of Us. So that's one. I think I would have said like, oh, that would be cool.
Yeah. No, I'll watch that, honestly. If I don't play the
Yeah.
game, I'll
I mean,
probably watch that.
we had The Witcher, we've had the
We
Castlevania, you
did
know.
have The Witcher. Oh my god, we had The Witcher, dude. I have never played The Witcher, but that fucking series slapped. Holy shit.
So you watched it then, the whole season?
Of course I watched the whole season.
It
Are
was
you fucking
good.
kidding me?
Yeah, it was good. It was good.
Toss a coin to your Witcher, guys. Holy shit. Yeah, no, that fucking slapped. That was insane. I was into that, and I didn't think I would be that into it. But the first
Same.
episode, they fucking so much about
Yeah.
that series. Anyways, but I wouldn't make a game off of that. But yeah, I'm happy they did.
I mean, to
Yeah,
be
what the hell? Games
accurate, to be accurate though, it's based on the books, but still, I mean, it
This
is
is
a
also
video
true.
game. Yeah.
This is also very true. Video games to TV. Video games to TV? Shit.
Yeah, like a
I don't know,
fleshed
man.
out series.
A whole damn series?
A whole series. Maybe this is harder than I thought.
Batman. No. Eh.
Batman?
Eh.
I mean, we got
Like the Arkham
movies.
games. I mean,
Oh,
yeah, but, like, we
okay,
don't
so you
have the
want like the
Arkham
Arkham
ones.
series. Okay.
Because they do the villains a little bit differently, you know?
Oh,
They
Bias
could do
Gamer
that.
in the
They
chat
could
said
do that.
Mass Effect.
Oh shit!
would be good. That would
Yo,
be
Mass
good.
Effect would be fire though.
Dude, that would be good.
Oh
That's a good
man,
one.
J-Run said Devil May Cry. Dude, give me a Devil May Cry.
Oh,
I
that
would
be
die.
good. That would be good.
Dude, Devil May Cry would be so much fun. Oh my god. My friend's favorite game series is Devil May Cry, and we were playing them, and not into TV, not movies. Yo, Devil May Cry would be so fucking funny. Oh man.
Damn.
What a good series that would be if they did it right.
Hill for a whole series? Oh, I don't know.
Silent Hill could be a movie.
Yeah.
I feel like Silent Hill wouldn't make it into a series.
They made movies, right?
Did they?
I think they did.
Am I just going crazy?
Am I tripping?
Maybe. Could be.
Resident Evil.
That we have like 8 movies of Resident Evil.
Do it right, though. Do it right.
Wow. You're saying the movies are not right? Okay.
Listen. The movies, they're entertaining. I love the first one.
They are.
I love the first one. But
they're like loosely based.
But a lot of them are like silly. Yeah. So I mean, if
the animated ones aren't bad.
Oh, I don't know if I've seen those.
Oh, you should watch them.
I should see them. I should watch those. I'm talking the movies though with what's her face?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I love those movies.
Mia
Jovovich. Those are actually good.
And she's gonna be in the Monster Hunter movie, right?
What? Hold on, pause. There's a Monster Hunter movie?
You didn't know?
Oh my god, you're gonna link to me. You link that to me later, because I'm not.
That one.
That's gonna be bad.
That one's looking spooky. Yeah, I don't know about that one.
That sounds really bad.
I don't know about that one.
I don't know about that one.
I'm thinking, man. What else? Would God of War make a good series?
It could. There's enough games for it. There's enough content.
It could.
It could be movies though. I feel like
they would need a big budget for it though.
That's huge.
Huge budget.
Literally huge.
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit! I can't think of any game series right now. Why am I blanking?
I would like a Gears series, not movie. Don't make
not
a Gears
movie?
No, I feel like it's gonna be horrible if they do a movie.
That's fair.
But if they did a series, they could flesh out like
the characters.
Oh man, yeah. And then when all the events happen and like yeah, that would need big budget too, though.
They pick in weird shit to turn into TV series though. Monster Hunter, I can't get over the Monster Hunter thing. It's so stupid. That's such a dumb. Like Monster Hunter doesn't have story. Like, sorry to everybody who plays Monster Hunter, but like, shots fired. But like, that story is not so much. It's like, oh, it's focused on the story. No, the story is literally a catalyst for you to go to other places to beat more monsters. That's all it is. So
that's not a good thing because now they're gonna just make up stuff and like, you know,
a little bit. I mean, there is story there. They have to like there's an overarching goal story, but like it's not. It doesn't get into the nitty gritty of like, you know, characters and stuff like that so much. So maybe they'll do that, but I don't know. It just seems weird to hear that there's going to be a Monster Hunter one.
How about like the lore? Does it have lore or books or anything?
It's no, because the whole game is kind of more focused on you beating monsters to get more better gear to fight more monsters is the base of the game itself. So like everything else is kind of secondary to that when you think about it.
This movie gonna be a disaster.
It's gonna be bad. I'm sorry.
And it's with Mia Jovovich again.
I'm sad because it's just, oh man.
I like her.
She's a good actor.
She's
good.
cool. She's really pretty and stuff. But like, I don't
She's
know.
making weird choices.
That
Yeah.
poor girl in that movie. Oh man, good luck.
I don't know.
Damn.
Cuphead getting an anime? That'd be fire.
That would be fire. I kind of remember. Oh,
wait, are they though? Are they animating a series?
No, I don't know.
That'd be sick.
I mean, it is kind of like watching a cartoon. It's kind of.
That would be cool. What the hell? Yeah, I don't even know what I've been playing.
I wouldn't mind like a Bloodborne or something, like a series. There's so much lore, and like if they could really get into like all those characters.
Dude, we talked about this last time on the last time we talked about this, but I suggested that the Dark Souls or Bloodborne series get like 1 episode per character.
Ooh. Yeah,
and you were like, oh shit, that'd be amazing.
And see how they kind of like connect and stuff.
I mean, yeah. Or just backgrounds of like the characters. Not like documentary style, but like the character is the focus of the episode or whatever.
Right.
That'd be cool.
That would be crazy. Just that whole idea of like blood and what it means and how if they could explore that'd be freaking awesome. And then with that setting.
That would be badass. Yeah, yeah.
Damn. Crazy. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know if any in the chat did their top 5. I don't think anyone really did.
I think one person. Who was it?
Was it Nev?
Who was it? Was it Nev? Nev was like all anime basically. But I
see it. Was that it?
Yeah. I think other people throwing out other stuff, but didn't have like a top 5.
Mm-hmm.
But Nev said Samurai Champloo, which holy fuck, that game would be fire. Samurai Champloo, Fullmetal Alchemist already has a couple games, but they're not updated. So I feel you. Samurai Jack would be fucking badass, especially with the new series coming out. Megalobox, I'm not familiar with, and Ghost in the Shell. Ghost in the Shell has a couple games, but they haven't done one like really right, I would say. Maybe I don't know. But yeah,
shout out to Nev, always with the top 5. He's always ready.
He's on it, man.
He's on it.
Who knows? He's thinking about it right when it goes on the screen.
So yeah, that's the top 5 and all the extras with it. Oh, Shar, before we forget.
Yes.
You went back and listened to the Backlog 2 years ago, right?
First episode.
Or
first couple episodes, I would say.
Because we started this podcast then, and then we kind of had a little fall off. Like we weren't consistent for like almost a year. So that's why it's been 2 years and we're barely on episode 16. But
yeah,
you went back because we talked about our goals for where we're going to be in 2 years.
Yeah.
So you want to go through those?
I wrote down quick notes because I didn't know how much I should write. But yeah, so on the first episode, I don't know why this was a topic, because it was a topic that I had, which was like, where do we want to be in 2 years, not 5? Because as I explained in the first episode, I can't think more than 5 or 2 years in the future. Maybe 3, but yeah. Anyways, so my goals were to still be in Japan, which, surprise, surprise, guess what, guys? I'm still in Japan. And my other one was to get the N2 certificate, which is a language certificate for Japanese, which I don't have yet, but I am working towards it still because studying is on and off for me. It's hard. I was going to say working towards getting a translating job, which I'm working on a couple of projects that require me to do translating, so it flexes my Japanese muscle a little bit for fun, rather than like actually just studying all the time. So I guess that's pretty close. And then Erica's was get a house.
Hold on, before you list them. They're fails because I didn't do all of them.
You accomplished exactly 1.
Okay, go ahead.
I only wrote down 3, but like one of them kind of wasn't a goal. Anyways, so you wanted to get that house.
Mm-hmm.
Which
we did. Yeah, we did.
You did. Yeah. You were like, and maybe a baby ? I was like, okay.
Because I think around that time, that's when me and Kenny were kind of like, well, we got the house now, so, or we're gonna get the house, so what's next, you know?
Right. Check
We're
boxes, you know.
financially okay, you know, it's kind of like more,
Yeah,
and it was,
it's whatever,
yeah,
dude.
yeah, I mean, should I update on that? I mean, no
If
baby.
you honestly, if you want, yeah, no baby, by the way, spoilers.
Uh,
But it's up to you. It's a personal thing, so.
it is kind of personal, I guess. But I mean,
And yeah, you don't have to
it's
tell.
kind of like we want it to happen, yes, but it hasn't.
Yeah,
So,
that's fair. There you go.
you know, it happens.
Yeah, and then the last one, it was kind of into the next like topic, but I wrote down that you wanted to try to learn Spanish, which
Oh,
surprise,
that's
surprise, she didn't do. So there you go.
terrible, terrible. That's what I get for coming up with like just whatever on the fly. I think maybe if I would have thought about it more, probably could have had more doable things. I don't know.
Well, it was kind of cheap because the two questions back to back was where do you see yourself in 2 years, and then what was some of the things you wanted to do during that year that we were recording, and
Oh, right.
you didn't do Spanish that year. Come on, who are you talking? Who are you
I
talking about?
mean, to be fair, I've learned a couple words and stuff like that. No,
Okay.
but I know, I really, really, and I even knew too, like, you know what, I'm probably gonna not do this, but I'm gonna
Mhm.
try to try. It was like, I'm gonna try to try.
The
But yeah,
inception is real.
that was a
It
huge,
did not
huge fail.
happen.
Huge fail.
Yeah,
Anyways.
so funny. But yeah, it was just fun stuff. Don't actually listen to that. that first couple episodes are so cringe, guys. Don't fucking do it.
Okay, yeah, I have to ask, the quality then, like,
It's
compared to
about the same.
now, is it the same?
Well, here's the thing: we didn't have the chat back then, so our episodes are quite much shorter and we're much
Oh.
more concise, and we don't go on tangents as much. I would say we were like, oh, we got this topic, and we were more prepared. I want to say we're so not prepared these days. We're just like, eh.
Yeah, because now we do it live. Back then we pre-recorded.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it was
Fucking do it
very.
live. That's our motto now.
And you said even that we didn't have top 5, I don't think? Or did we?
We did have top 5 starting on the first episode. We had the top 5
okay, my
because
bad.
from the loading screen to the backlog, we were like, we need a segment that's actually through the entire like thing. We want like we wanted one segment that would persist throughout all of the videos, even if we talked about other stuff. So that was the birth of the top 5. Was this series basically?
Good times, good times.
Yo, it is good times.
Yeah, I haven't listened to those in a minute. I mean, I kind of went through a few because I had to upload to like Anchor, so I had to make sure like, okay, this was the right episode.
That they were, yeah.
But I didn't like really go through them. But I could imagine maybe cringing for like certain.
It's a bit cringy. I'm not gonna front. It's
why?
a bit cringy.
Why do you think it's cringy though? Is it because we were like so prepared and like trying to be professional, or like why? Why is it cringy?
Yeah, actually, I think that's what it is.
Maybe that's what it is.
We're not as loose with it. I think the thing is. So like, I'm listening to it and I'm like, damn, we were like fucking professional. Like we're gonna get this shit done, and then now it's like you're gonna talk for an hour and a half just about nothing. Fuck.
Yeah, but, I think that alone, like our quality is better now because we're more loose with it and it's more relatable. I think we're more like, it's more of a conversation instead of like bullet points. And it's more like we got the chat.
Like even with or without the chat, like, I mean, we get input from the chat and we do, say comments or whatever. But even without the chat, we'd probably still be here for an hour and a half talking about random shit. So
I got a question we could leave with. It's kind of in the same area. In I guess we could say 2 years or 1 year. Let's make it 1 year.
Oh,
where do you see this podcast in 1 year? Like, what are some goals you think, or like
goals?
Yeah.
Wow. Oh man, I don't know.
Or just things, maybe just something about the podcast, or like something you're hoping for, or.
I want at least 100 people watching the live show.
Okay.
That might be a little bit much to ask, but that'd be a cool goal to hit, is just 100 people concurrently here when we're recording. And then I don't know, gaining some follows here and there on the other platforms. I don't personally have access to seeing the follows of like all of the accounts that Erica's set up. So I mean, she can check on the numbers for that. But yeah, I don't know. Getting 100 people on anything would be sickening, actually.
Okay, well, I got some numbers for you, all right?
Oh,
On
okay.
Anchor,
Hit me.
right now, the last. Okay, no. In 2 months, because we started in January on Anchor,
Yes.
we've had 60 plays. 6-0. So
Okay.
I'd like to see that way higher. I'd like to see that
Increase.
like 100 a month, at least.
100 a month. Damn, let's go.
At least. Maybe.
That'd be
Okay.
cool.
Is that too much to ask? I don't know.
Big goals. Let's go.
It says our estimated audience size on Anchor. I don't think this counts Spotify and all that. It says 12. So I think that means we have 12 followers or just 12
On
people
Anchor?
in a month. I'm not sure.
I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure how Anchor really works, but
Okay, it says the average number of plays each of your episodes gets. Okay, so 12.
Okay.
That's not bad for each episode.
I'd like to see that go up to like, I don't know, 50 seems like a lot, but if we work hard at it, I feel like it could go up
50 an episode.
Yeah,
I think we can do that too. Same thing for Spotify, because that's like the bigger one.
Yeah,
I hope.
Spotify, getting more people on Spotify would be so cool, but also at the same time, Spotify is saturated as fuck.
I don't even think I don't can like see our numbers on there, honestly. Like I don't have like really like a login thing. It's just kind of yeah. So I don't know if I could even like do that. I'll have to check on that, but
yeah.
I think just getting like doubling our numbers.
Doubling numbers would be sick.
First and then triple, then quadruple, and just
all right. Well, you know, that could be.
I'm a dreamer. Right?
All right. That's fair.
I think we can if we just really work hard at it and just really advertise ourselves, and you know, we got to do that. And
yeah.
Sometimes it can be. I know I'm like that. I remember when I used to write articles, and even with my videos, sometimes like I'll share it once, and I'm like, okay, I'll wipe my hands. I'm good. But no,
dude,
it's like you got to do more.
Same.
You got to do more, and it's like I know
you got to go in.
But it's like part of me doesn't want to be that like. I don't want to say
annoying.
Beggar, but just annoying.
The worry of being annoying about it. Facts. And being like, I listen to my podcast. Like every person you talk to, listen to my podcast. Yeah. Most people won't, and it sucks. But like, you also don't want to be that person that's like, oh, this person keeps like pushing their podcast on me. Like, fuck. Like, I don't want to be that person, and that's why you'll see my personal. If you ever go to my personal Twitter, is like it's very like sparse with like advertisements for stuff, but it works, and I know it works. I just don't want to be that person. Oh my god, you
don't want to be that person. I know.
I'm the same person.
I'm the same way. Like remember back in the day,
anything's gonna happen.
I'm gonna throw this flashback on you. Remember when we did articles and we'd have to post at like N4G and like stuff like that. Dude, I hated that.
God.
I hated it because you had to wait for it to get like approved, and you had to ask people.
I hated that.
Like, hey, can you approve this for me, guys? Can you go in your thing and like log in?
Fuck that. N4G. Holy shit.
I absolutely hated that. And then I'd have to go share it on Facebook, and you know, like all the places, and just
disgusting. I hated it. So gross.
Maybe we're traumatized, and like now we don't want to.
We might be traumatized.
Yeah.
And then it was like also like go to the Reddit and like share it on Reddit, and I was like, I don't fucking want to do any of this.
Oh, you know, that reminds me, because Kenny, he's all about Reddit, right? And he tells me when I did my Death Stranding review, he's like, hey, I shared your review on Reddit.
Oh, no.
And I was like, what?
Oh.
I was like, no. Because to me,
Kenny,
whenever I've been on Reddit, I feel like people are super mean on there. Like, I don't know.
Dude, that's the vibe I get is Redditors are either really fucking mean or really fucking kinky. There's no in between.
So I'm thinking the worst, like, oh my gosh, they're probably tearing my review apart. Like, and he's like, no. He's like, they're being nice. I'm like, really?
What?
To this day, I have not looked. He's only told me, like, they've been nice. He could be lying for like.
I mean, I don't think Kenny would do you like that. But also, I would not. Ah, man.
I was like, what?
I kind of want to see comments on that now. I'm not gonna lie. I can't read the comments on it.
I don't know if you'd be able to find if this was like in November or whatever.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, maybe Kenny could
Where
find
do you
it.
even post stuff like that though? Like to the actual like Reddit?
It's probably like the Death Stranding Reddit. Yeah.
Get out of here.
But I mean, I got over 1,000 views like that week or whatever, or that month. I don't know.
I mean, see, it works, but like I also hate it. I hate that it works.
The only time I've ever posted something there was my Bloodborne ranking the bosses. And yeah, that's the only time. And I used to be like, oh, this is such flashback. I used to, whenever I posted that or like my articles, I never read the comments. For some reason, when it came to my writing and like Reddit, I don't want to read the comments. I used to be like, not scared, but it was like, I don't know, because on YouTube, I'm like all about the comments. I read them all the time. Yeah. Because my videos, maybe because I'm like, I'm able to speak and like be more, I don't know. But when it came to my writing, I was much more like,
I don't know, man.
I guess I was afraid of criticism or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Something.
But yeah, good times. Going back on memory.
Is it though? I don't know.
That's just something about me. Something about me. I like criticism on my videos, but when it came to my writing, no way. I didn't even want to look. It's weird. It's really weird.
It is weird.
Mm-hmm. You would think it'd be the opposite, but it's not.
Yeah. Writing it, yeah. People can be mean about writing though. I don't know. It's like all set in stone or something. Whereas like videos is like you can always like strive to be like do something better. It's like
maybe that's what it is. Because like with writing, I mean you can edit and edit and edit and bring it to perfection, or at least what you think is perfect. A video, it's like okay, well I said it. What's done is done.
And now I have to do it differently next time because of this and that. Yeah,
it's easy to accept criticism because it's like, oh, I see where they're coming from or something.
I don't know. It's weird. Anyway,
interesting. But yeah, I'm with you on getting the views up, concurrent viewers, when we're live, the listens on the other platforms. Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think it's gonna I don't see a lot of views coming from my audience because my Twitter is mostly like for my art and stuff. I don't post a ton, or I try not to post a ton of like personal stuff on there. It's a weird place. I don't know about that, but we can try. Yeah, and then I don't really post anywhere else. I think what I'm gonna focus on is gonna be the Instagram that we have.
Yes, I need you to, because I am terrible with it.
I'm pretty bad at Instagram too,
I'm
but
not the best. I'm really not.
I'll try. Hey, by the way, guys, we have an Instagram now.
Yeah, we do. The Backlog Pod. You can find that. I was gonna say something before we go. Shoot, what was it? Just about the podcast in general. Like, I was gonna say, we do have our audiences that are kind of established already. My audience, how do I frame this? I feel like they're separated. I have some people who followed me just for Soulsborne stuff. I have some people who followed me because of my prior podcast. I have some people who followed me for like Gears or something, or my streams, or just maybe they saw me on Twitter and they agreed with me and followed me or something like that. So I feel like when it comes to this podcast, they're probably confused. Like, what is this?
Yeah. They're like, I don't understand who this is. What the fuck?
Yeah. And I remember during, what episode was it? It was like a few episodes ago. I got a comment or something where someone was like, why am I following you? Because I think they probably followed me like for Soulsborne or something. They're like, what is this podcast? Yeah. Like, what is this? So my personal goal is to like find our audience because they're out there. We just have to find them. And so I'm hoping people who do, support us and they're like here for us every week. Like I know all you guys who are like here all the time. Like them retweeting us and sharing us will find hopefully like different audiences and people who would really like this show, because they're out there. I know they are. It's just we got to find them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I think, not to like be sexist or like shade any of our viewers, but I think it'll hit more with more female gamers as well, but we haven't been able to like really reach them yet. Maybe I'm just spitballing out there as much
that's
as you guys. I love all
possible.
you guys, but maybe this will also strike a chord with some of the female gamers out there. But I don't know. We'll see.
It's
I'll
possible.
try to get more on that. You know.
Maybe we need to reach out and make more friends, Char.
No, I don't want to
We
make
need,
more
because we've
friends.
talked about this. Remember, we both agreed that like
We're so segregated and
we're
have
better
like
with
5
guys.
friends.
Like we have more guy friends.
Also,
maybe,
that we're also really good with guys. We have so many guy friends. It's like, oh god,
I'll be the first to admit I'm bad with girls. I'm not
so bad.
the best with women.
I'm so
I
bad.
feel like I don't know if it's something I am giving off to other girls, but I feel like they never want to play games with me. No,
Dude,
like there's just sometimes maybe the games I play are too hard or something. I don't know. I don't know if I'm seen as like one of the guys.
Maybe.
I don't know, but I feel like I always have this kind of like vibe that maybe I need to be more like girly or something.
I don't know.
I don't know.
It's weird.
I don't know, but maybe it's something I'm doing. Maybe I need to reach out more. I need to like talk with them about other things or something like that. I don't know.
Nah.
I don't know, man.
I don't know, dude. I gotta find people that are more like me too. Like, because I have an IRL friend that I met in Japan, and we're really good friends. And it's like they're a girl, and like we like different games, but like we definitely came together over gaming, and it never fucking happens. And I was like so confused when it happened. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, you're my friend and you're a girl and you're telling me about video game, we can get hype over video games? What the fuck is this? I'm so confused. Because yeah, it just never happens. And then there's Erica, obviously. and then I'm trying to think of another friend.
I just need to find more Shars. Can other Shars out there please come out? Because I need to find you. That's what I need to find.
Please come find us.
She's like the perfect mix of whatever. It works. All right?
I'm all of the things. Jack of all trades over here.
All of the things, yeah. Because
I am.
maybe I'm too rough. You know? Because sometimes, like, I'll see girls tweeting and, like, giving their opinions on things, and I'll, like, read it, and I'll be like, I don't really agree with this. Like, sometimes I feel like I'm too much. Maybe I'm just thick-skinned, or I don't know what it is. It's a whole thing I have to think about, but something going on. There's something going on there. Maybe I have to be more in touch with my feminine side or something like that. I don't know.
Fuck that.
Maybe they don't relate to me in some way. Where are the women at? Girls, come on. Come follow. Let's play some games.
We don't bite, honest.
We don't bite. Yeah. We'll get there. We'll get there, Char.
Yeah.
We'll get to all the audiences, all the peoples.
I just want more diversity in our audience, we say. So.
Glenser in the chat says Erica wants to hear Oprah. You get a Char. You get a Char. Facts.
I'm not that great, guys. Come on now.
Oh, do we really, Char? Do we need to get into this in your fan club? Really? You got fans out here.
Fan club of like 3 people.
Oh man. But anyways,
Eric could be like, want to come over and watch me farm some souls? You know, I'd be so totally down.
Watch me farm some souls.
I'd be out here. I'd be down there. I'd be gaming next to her, doing other shit. But I'd be there.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like I have female friends in the real world, but they ain't gamers. Yeah. So it's
they ain't gamers.
Like, yeah.
Why are you friends with them?
I don't know. No, I'm just kidding. No, I mean we relate on other things, or like
that's fair enough.
You know what I mean? It's
just get funny. It's, you know, jokes.
Yeah, but that is kind of funny though.
Yeah. Anyways.
Good show.
We've gone on long enough. Fuck
good
this.
Show, Char. We did have a good show. We're going on like an hour 40. It's like typical. So it's usually what we do.
No. We usually
go off on tangents sometimes. That's what we are. That's the backlog. I'm telling you, that audience is out there. They're out there.
Yep. I'll believe it when I see it, but okay.
If you enjoyed this episode, please leave a like on YouTube if you're watching it there. Send us a comment, maybe suggestions for like top fives. We're always open to those. And follow us on Spotify, Anchor, which we're actually sponsored by Anchor.
No.
Yeah. I think it's kind of one of those welcoming sponsors. Like I don't want to downplay it because it's really cool.
Okay.
But I think it's one of those like, yeah, you're on our platform, so here you're a sponsor kind of thing.
That's nice.
But yeah, I have like a little ad that plays on Anchor. You could go hear it if you want to hear me sound super professional. It's there.
I actually listened to it on Anchor. I love it. It's so good, guys. You gotta go listen. Just listen to the beginning. You don't have to listen to the whole thing. Just go listen to the beginning. It's amazing.
It's like almost a minute long or something like that. No,
I love it.
Maybe I don't know. It's kind of cringy, but
it's amazing.
It was fun to make though. I felt like honored, like I can say, I'm like doing a commercial, like an ad. It's pretty cool. So yeah, if you want to go listen to that, it's on our Anchor. Follow us, tweet at us, share our podcast if you can, and we appreciate all the support as always. Goodbye to the chat, and that is it. Shar?
Yeah.
We out.
Bye.
Bye, guys.